Back in Mexico City, man. Last time you were here, it worked out pretty good for you. I wonder if you are you feeling those vibes again?
Yeah, man. Mexico City is always a good time, man. I come off the plane, feel the energy, you know, the graffiti, the colors. Feel at home, man. Honestly, it's a blessing to be back here 2 years later.
You know, a lot of people talk about the difficulty in fighting here. I mean, I imagine for the lighter weight classes, maybe it's a little easier. But I mean, did you feel the elevation, that sort of thing?
Honestly, I didn't feel it at all the first fight. Right now, as of now, running, doing cardio and training, I don't feel it. But I do prep. You know, I have an elevation machine at home that I've been using for a couple months, so definitely helps me out, I think.
You know, we talked about the great performance you had here last time. Then it's been a little bit of a tough stretch, granted, against some elite level competition. So give me an idea, when you look upon that stretch, I mean, you're fighting the best of the best, but you have some setbacks. What do you take out of it all?
You know, I think I put a lot of pressure on myself and a lot of, I guess I'm my own worst critic, you know. So those last two fights, it definitely sucked to get those two losses, but 9 months later, you know, I feel like it was something that was necessary. You know, it kind of made me realize my love for the sport and my passion. You know, it was scary, man. For 9 months, I was just down, man, down and out. And I think you got to go through times like that to find the light again. And I think I'm back, man. I feel good. And Saturday, I get to show my skills.
That's awesome. I wonder, man. It's been. I mean, you came into the sport with just so many expectations on you, right? I mean, has it been difficult to kind of grow? And I mean, you've been under a microscope from day one.
Yeah, man. I mean, not really. I think if I look at it that way, yeah, it is. Like, you know, it was hard to grow, but I think it was all necessary because I'm starting to find out who I truly am, what I truly like, what I do in the octagon, my style, and I guess I'm just figuring it out as I go, man. You know, I didn't have much of an amateur career. Had 2 amateur fights, went pro right away at 18, and got into the UFC 2 years later. So I'm growing up in this sport, man, and in the UFC at the highest level. So I guess I just got to relax and, you know, enjoy the ride. It's been an up and down ride, but I like roller coasters. So.
Well done. All right, so talk about here. You know, you get a late replacement. I wonder. I mean, you know, knowing you want to turn things around, you want to get things going. I mean, any hesitation to go like, hey, we don't know this guy. We're not really gonna have time to game plan. I mean, did any of that pop up?
Nah, not really, man. You know, I know in this sport that things change easily. So, unfortunately, Alex Perez had a tough injury, and Tyson M, thank God, you know, got a replacement right away. 4 weeks out, so it's enough time for him to prep and enough time for me to prep as well. So nothing's different, man. I got to go out there and fight. I'm going to fight them all eventually. If I continue to stay here, I'm going to fight every single one in this division. So.
Did you have a chance to really break him down? I mean, what do you think about him overall?
Instantly, when I found out who he was, I went and watched some video. You know, not too obsessed about it, but just figuring out some ideas and some reactions that he has. And he's tough, man. He's a good fighter. He's fought some tough competition over in Russia and overseas. So. No, you know, nothing against him, but you know, it's UFC. You know, I'm excited to show him what it is here. So.
Back to 125, I wonder, I mean, kind of how it feels. Like, A, is it tough for you to get back to 125? B, I mean, did you come back here because of the changing circumstances of the division, or just, you know?
Yeah, well, honestly, I didn't want to go up to 35. I went up to 35 because I'm not losing my job in the UFC. You know, I heard the day before I fought Hussein Formiga, about the whole thing that's going on. So it kind of was just like, dang, man, all this hard work I put in. I'm number 2. I beat the guy who's number 1 currently in the division. You know, I'm like, all taken away from me, all the hard work I put in. But I should have just stayed on the path, you know, just chilled out. I kind of overreacted right away, and they brought it back. Cejudo brought this division back, honestly, so thank God for that. Triple C out here.
So you give Triple C some credit.
Yeah, Triple C, man, he's good, man. I fought him, you know, he's a tough competitor, and his last couple performances has been amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I guess, you know, knowing that, did you not pack on too much body weight? Did you not make too much change? I mean, was this hard to get back down or not?
Honestly, it was easy. My body's meant for 125. You know, I tried to go up to 35 2 months after a 25 cut. Didn't put on any weight, didn't put on any size. Fought a tough Rob Font, and you know, I got exposed, man. He jabbed me up, and I think it also showed me a lot too that I'm not made out of glass. You know, like he could have knocked me out, he could have destroyed me, which he has done to other bantamweights. But I went out there and competed. You know, he beat me in the rounds, but I think it showed me I'm tough, man. And I just gotta go out there and believe in myself and do what I know I'm capable of doing now.
You definitely seem as relaxed, I think, as I've ever seen you, man. I mean,
growing up now. I'm growing up.
I was gonna say, so what's the goal here, man? I mean, do you feel like I gotta show people something, or you know, I gotta just show something to myself, or I just enjoy myself?
It's just showing something to myself now. You know, the crowd is gonna see whatever they see, but now I just gotta go out there and show myself what I'm capable of doing and what I know I'm capable of doing, and just believing in myself. You know, my coach Duke is telling me all the time, just if you believe in yourself, you'll show the road what you truly have, and I think this fight's the perfect fight to do that.
Do you think about rankings and position? I mean, now that there is a division again, do you think about that at all?
No, I think it's cool to have a ranking, but I don't think it truly matters at the moment. I'm just trying to get these fights in, trying to stay relevant in my division, and just kind of keep fighting, man. I haven't fought in 9 months, so it's good to be back.
No doubt. Well, this could be a big statement back in flyweight as it starts to develop again. So give me an idea, man. When you play this one out, are we in for a battle? Do you think you can do something dominant? What kind of fight are we going to see here?
No expectations, man. I'm going to go out there and just let my body do what it does. I tend to overthink and try to overthink what I'm going to do, and I think it kind of shuts me down. This time I'm just going to take it day by day. For Saturday, I got to be 15 minutes. I got to be a professional athlete, a professional fighter, and I'm prepped for it, so I'm excited.